Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a quick trade breakdown of the two trades I took today. I took one long and I took one short. The first trade I took a loss, it was a very small loss, and the second trade I took a short, which made up the loss and covered it and made more. So I'm going to be going over the short I took today. So starting off the higher time frame, I drew out my dealing range from the swing point high to the swing point low. You see how price retraced into that premium range at this daily FEG, taking out previous daily high and reacting away from it. So on the on the hourly time frame, you can see how price is trading through these two BISIs, but we also have a hourly SIBI right here. It's very hard to see, but once you zoom in, we have a hourly SIBI right here. So this is where I framed my POI from. This candle open, manipulated, then distributed. Where was my drawn liquidity? My drawn liquidity were Asia lows down here. So dropping down to the lower time frames, we retraced to discount from this dealing range. So once we traced the discount, we came back up to premium, retesting the 6 a.m. open and the hourly SIBI that I talked about previous. Then we had the strong displacement closing below the last up close candle. This is your change to delivery. So we had a fair value gap and we had a breaker. So this was a perfect unicorn setup, but I'm not entering just off this change to delivery. I'm entering off the lower time frame inversion. So once I see a 5-minute fair value gap form, I drop down to the lower time frames and I look for a 1-minute fair value gap to be disrespected, close below, and act as support or resistance towards my draws on liquidity. So here we entered shorts. I entered 4 M&Q contracts off this inversion, and we rode the shorts down to Asia lows. I didn't take partials at data lows from the 8:30 news. I actually held through and we eventually delivered to the drawn liquidity. This trade was taken through the macro. So here on my screen, you can see the first trade I took. It was a long trade off this fair value gap, targeting these highs above here. So this high right here. Why this high? Because this is the high where we had that fair value gap. So if we were to offer fair value, then it will seek this external high. But clearly we got invalidated from this idea. So I went with my second scenario that I had in my game plan, which was a short if this hourly BISI failed to offer fair value, which it did right here. So once it failed or it looked like it was failing to offer fair value, I looked for shorts off this 5-minute SIBI, then this 1-minute version. This is where I got in, and then I wrote it down to Asia lows. This also occurred around the 9:50 to 10:10 macro. So we had price and then we had time, buyer side, and we delivered efficiently after this small little consolidation. But overall, this is a very clean trade. It goes with the way I trade, the way I see price. My model presented itself, and all I had to do was just click the button and wait. Could have I gone out the trade during the position? Yes, I could have gone out the trade, but I don't like getting out trades manually. I like holding, either it hits my stop loss, break even, or hits my TP. I don't like involving my emotions, myself into the trade, because I'm not here to trade what I feel. I'm here to trade what I see. So yeah, it was a very clean trade. Very happy with the performance I displayed today. And if I go to my journal, I will show you guys the daily journal I had. So this was the game plan for today. Day after CPI release, currently prices at premium of our 4-hour dealing range. If we want to go lower, we need to see reactions from our daily SIBI. If we want to keep going higher, we need to see reactions from our current hourly BISI. So yeah, first bullish scenario was the longs, which we took a loss on from this hourly SIBI. Then we drew out two scenarios. Scenario one is us reacting bullishly, change to delivery for value gaps to the highs, which didn't pan out. So we went with scenario two, which was target Asia lows. So second scenario is our hourly BISI failing to offer fair value for us to then target midnight and Asia lows. So yeah, The trade was a very clean trade. It was about $754. We took a loss on the other trade, which was like 160, but in the end, we still came out green, and that's what matters. So yeah, I got in at 943, exited out of position by 10, and it was a very, very clean trade in my opinion. So yeah, that's it for you guys. I'm gonna be on live stream tomorrow as well, but this was the profit entry. So I was thinking about pyramiding up here, but I waited for the close of this inversion, and then once we got that close, I pyramided one more M&Q contract. No, it wasn't this close. It was this one right here. Yeah, because this is my entry to go long. I stopped out, entry off that inversion. Then I pyramided once we got the close below that change delivery. So this area right here when we were about to close below. And then eventually my target got filled. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys learned something from this trade recap and stay safe.